Give you a sense of what now after the Bandh. The Bandh was to send out a very strong message. It was a show of force as well. What now after the Bandh? Okay, so what we've already told you is the next immediate thing, which is that farmer leaders will be meeting the Union Home Minister at 7 p.m. at his residence. Next, the fourth round of centre farmer talks are scheduled for tomorrow. So Amit Shah meeting them today. The next round of talks are happening tomorrow. Opposition delegation with Rahul Gandhi and Sharad Pawar will be meeting the president tomorrow at 5 p.m. So those are the three big things that are going to be happening. Well, Rahul Srivastav continues to be with us from Delhi. Abhishek Mishra is with us from Lucknow and Rohit Singh live with us from Patna. Abhishek, if I could come to you, an effort was made to make this, a nationwide kind of Bharat Bandh. It's called a Bharat Bandh. What was it like in Lucknow today? Give us a sense of that.
Well, Shiv, it was very much, a good initiative as what the, opposition is saying. They were talking about, talking in favor of the farmers. They were opposing the bill. Yesterday also we have seen that how government was naming it and a good initiative, and they were coming, in order to support the farmers. But the picture and the reality on ground was today entirely different. We have not seen much of the conflict or any clash, not much effect of the Bandh in Uttar Pradesh. Specifically in Lucknow, there was high security and also, it was made sure that there are no protesters on street. Also, we have seen in the adjoining districts as well, except Prayagraj and some few, districts where there was some sort of protest. But overall, if I talk about it, this government has been able to successfully control the situation, and that's the only reason that in Lucknow the Bandh was not much impactful, and the government was able to control it on time. And yes, at some places it was, but it was only for the sake of doing it. Other than that, there was no much impact of Bandh today in UP.
Okay,
yes.
No real impact of the Bandh in Uttar Pradesh. What about Bihar? Rohit Singh is live with us from Patna. Rohit, what kind of impact did the Bandh have in Bihar?
Well, Shiv, there could have been some impact in Bihar had Tejasvi Yadav been in Patna. Remember, he gave a call that he will be supporting the farmers' agitation, and he supported the Bharat Bandh today. And when he was supposed to be in Patna today, he was not there. In fact, he left for Delhi yesterday itself, and that is why the RJD was missing its a tall leader here, and therefore not much impact could be seen. Only few RJD workers were on the streets. However, there was some impact as far as Pappu Yadav's party is concerned, because the workers of Pappu Yadav's party, they indulged into a lot of hooliganism in Patna, and they brought down several posters, banners also, and the common man, commuters, they were also harassed on the streets by the JAP workers. So there was some impact which could be seen in Patna and also elsewhere in some parts of the state. But yes, as I told you, the major impact was basically in Patna by the hooliganism of Pappu Yadav's men.
Okay, by Pappu Yadav's men, not much impact from there. The third round of talks is going to be taking place tomorrow. Rahul, if I could bring you in, the protests have been on for nearly a fortnight now. The one thing that hasn't moved at all is the demands of the farmers. They don't show any signs of wanting to be in a position to negotiate at all. And in many ways, the kind of escalation of the size of this protest has probably empowered them as well not to move from their demands. What are you hearing from the government about how they're planning to tackle this ahead of tomorrow's talks?
Sure, one thing is clear after the 3 rounds of talks is that the government is not taking back the bills. The repealing is out of the window. The second is mentioning the MSP in statute, nothing doing. The government has clarified by procrastinating on the issue that it is not going to accept that demand. Beyond that, the government has created 9 set of tenable amendments that it feels can be brought to the 3 farm bills, essential commodities, APMC and several others. But the fact remains, and even the dispute resolution mechanism, but the fact remains that the government is not budging. Till yesterday, somewhere, as I said earlier, the government was on the back foot. But with the farm bill or anti-farm bill sentiments not really setting the rivers in various states on fire.
Yeah.
It's one thing very clear that the government is going to use it more as a kind of a consensus across the country, that it is limited to certain pockets of the country, and also that there are political forces behind it.
Yeah.
Now, from there, once the government starts negotiating, I think one element, as Rohit was saying, very interesting, is that I think somewhere there is a disconnect between political forces and the farming entities. See, for example, RJD is talking about protesting against the farm bill. Tejaswi is in Delhi, and they are protesting for strengthening the APMC system, which was abolished in Bihar in 2006. Now, you cannot create suddenly a protest just because you want to create a protest. That's where lies the catch for the government.
Okay.
The government delayed the entire negotiations, brought it to a point that the farmers are now isolated at one level, only restricted to Punjab and couple of areas, and also they have got a brand that there is a political push behind it.
We'll have to see where this actually goes. Thanks very much for joining us, Rohit, Abhishek and Rahul, on the Bandh and how it's going to lead into the talks that happen tomorrow and that all-important meeting between the farmer leaders and Union Home Minister Amit Shah in just about an hour and a half from now.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.